I will chant Holy Name. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, Hare Krishna, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama,
My bala?
Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Hare Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama.
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। हरे कृष्ण मंत्र की जय। कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण, कृष्ण कृष्ण, हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण, हरे कृष्ण, कृष्ण कृष्ण, हरे हरे, of Pavitropana Ekadashi. So Ekadashi means Eka plus Dashi, 1 plus 10, which is 11. So 11 days after new moon day or 11 days after full moon day is called as Ekadashi. So 11th day of waxing moon or 11th day of waning moon. So these 2 days are called as Ekadashi. So what happens on Ekadashis on these 2 special days? There are actually so many sins that enter into the grains, like rice and wheat and dal. So that's why we avoid them. And also on this Ekadashis,
No.
one
Why
should
we
not
avoid them?
do the Shraddha.
Dal. No. Dal. Why we avoid them? Dal and grains.
Because the sins which are there, papam, they enter into the rice and grains. That's why we avoid them on Ekadashi. We take fruits and we use senda namak for cooking other vegetables, and we can use groundnut also. Groundnut powder can be used in sabudana. And also why we avoid one more thing in relation to this, why we avoid onion and garlic is what happened when Lord Vishnu killed this human Rahu is like when his head was cut off, then the drops of blood from this demon, it fell down and then sprouted these 2 plants of onion and garlic. So they have that negative qualities. That's why, the asuri qualities. That's why we avoid this onion and garlic. And also why we should not do because of this reason only, like because sins enter into the grains and all, we should not do Shraddha ceremony on Ekadashis. But this is the one of the aspect, and the devotional aspect is very, very important. Just observing Ekadashi by chanting holy names, our strength of devotion to Supreme Lord increases. Madhavatiti Bhakati Janani Jatane Palana Kori. Madhavatiti matlab this Ekadashis are actually Madhavatiti. They are connected to Madhava, God. So that's why they are Madhavatiti, special days. So Vedas, they use this moon calendar, lunar calendar. So from full moon and new moon, the calculations of this 11 days are done. So actually last week I've sent this Vaishnava calendar app. I think you might have got that app, right? Vaishnava calendar. I've sent you an app actually. You got that app, Ravi? Vaishnava calendar?
Yeah, I got the link.
I even got the link, Guruji.
Okay. So you can, anybody could install it. If you have installed, it is well and good, or else you can install this app. This app is very helpful actually. So it helps us with all the days, days reminder, auspicious days reminder. So there are so many wonderful days, like on August 3rd, Balram Jayanti is coming. Appearance of Lord Balramji. And August 12th is appearance of Lord Krishna, Sri Krishna Janmashtami, Sri Krishna Bhagwan ki jai. And after that, in the same month of Bhadra, there is appearance of Srimati Radharani also. So it's very very auspicious month, this Bhadra Purnima. So actually these two things are important. Like you can take care of this Vaishnava calendar for these auspicious days, and I have also given the message of this Bhadra Purnima. How on the day of Purnima, not the coming, actually coming Purnima also is very auspicious because it is Balram Jayanti. And Srimad Bhagavatam mentions Bhadra Purnima, how this Bhadra Purnima, if anyone takes Srimad Bhagavatam, one will be getting the highest perfection. So any of these two Purnimas coming Balram Jayanti Purnima and Bhadra Purnima. So any of these 2 days you can, if possible, you can take Srimad Bhagavatam, complete set of Srimad Bhagavatam. So it is very very auspicious. Actually, you can take this set. I mean, you will get authentic set from ISKCON, any of the ISKCON place, where you are staying. If it is Hyderabad ISKCON. If you are in Calcutta ISKCON. Bangalore ISKCON, or wherever, you can take the authentic version of Vyasdev and the purport in the parampara of Vyasdev, Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya. So the authenticity is very important in receiving the divine knowledge. Why? Because Shastras very strictly say that Sampradaya Vihina Ye Mantras Te Nishvala Mata. Matlab, without Sampradaya, if you receive any divine knowledge, then Nishkala Mata, there won't be any effect, any impact on our consciousness. So that's why it is very important that we take the divine knowledge in the right parampara. So, I guess you have any problem getting the Srimad Bhagavatam, you can tell me also. Right?
I did not yet completed that first canto alone.
No problem. Actually, there is, see, you take the whole Bhagavatam set, eventually, you will make it a point that I have to complete it. You'll make it a point that, there are so many books, I have to go with more pace, I have to be more attentive in my regularity of reading Srimad Bhagavatam. So all these aspects get into our, day-to-day life. And this Bhagavatam will impact our chanting also. It has direct proportionality with the quality of our chanting. Shravanam leads to Kirtanam.
Kirtanam.
Shravanam matlab hearing. Hearing leads to Kirtanam.
Hearing.
Kirtanam matlab chanting.
Kirtanam. Chanting.
Glorification of God. So the more you know about how great God is from Srimad Bhagavatam, the more your calling of name of God will have very powerful impact. It will have very, very deep impact. Like that, it will have very amazing impact. You really feel, that that relation with God. The more you know about God, so that's why it is very important to take Srimad Bhagavatam. In fact, Krishna, when he went back to spiritual world, there is a statement in Srimad Bhagavatam. Vyasdev mentions this. कृष्णे स्वदामोपगते धर्मज्ञानादिदेशः कलौ नष्टदृशम् एषा पुराणार्को विनोदिता. When Krishna went back to spiritual world and dharma, jnana, everything was gone, Kalau Nashtadrisham Isha. In Kali Yuga there is full of darkness. And then arose the son of Srimad Bhagavatam. So Srimad Bhagavatam gives us the eyes. Actually, many times people say that I want to see God, but actually you cannot see God with charma chakshu, matlab, with fleshy eyes. You can see God only with shastra chakshu. We have to see God through our ears, through shastras. Ears by hearing shastras. That is called as shastra chakshu. Chakshu matlab seeing. So one cannot see God by charma chakshu. God is beyond our it is achintya. It's beyond the visible spectrum. Our eyes can only see the visible spectrum, but God is beyond all the electromagnetic spectrum. So he can only be seen through ears. That is what the Srimad Bhagavatam recommends. We have to see God through ears. Shastra Shikshu. There is one very nice sloka in this regard. Sambhakti, this is Lord Brahma tells to Lord Vishnu. Sambhakti yoga paridhavita hrit saroja ase srute shutapato manunata punsam. So, ase srute shutapato, my Lord Vishnu, ase srute shita. We can see you only by sruta matlab hearing, ekshita matlab seeing. So you can only be seen through hearing. Sutekshitapato Naninata. It's a very nice conversation of Lord Brahma and Lord Vishnu. So here you are seeing the Sri Radha Shyam Sundar. So these deities are under the direction of Srila Prabhupada, who is a pure devotee. The deities were they directly manifested. You can directly you can be in the spiritual world. So because of the instructions of Srila Prabhupada, by hearing those instructions, those very same deities, the very same form of supreme personality of Godhead, you can see right in front of us manifesting. So the disciples of Prabhupada, under the instruction, under the instruction of Prabhupada, they made this deities. So God, the form of the God is not something of our own imagination. Our mind has all the defects. Any human being, like last time we discussed about the 4 defects. Human being has Brahma. He has imperfect senses that lead to illusion, which lead to committing mistakes, and then he cheats. So he has this cataract. So with this cataract, one cannot just imagine whatever comes to his mind. Like God is like this, God is like that. So one cannot imagine the form of God. It is given in Shastras how the form of God is. The Shastras give us exact description of form of God. That is one of the very important point. So today we'll discuss one very nice.
So 1 second. Yeah. Sorry about. So
Yes, yes.
form of God.
Yeah.
I mean to say whatever that comes or something that we see that cannot be or that can be. Because see, for example, assume.
I could not get your question. Can you repeat?
Yeah. So when you say the form of God, okay, what I understand is like I see one form of God. Ab Guruji, you see one form of God. Ravi or Sambit, they see one form of God. Whoever has the prey, everyone has their own vision of God. Is that not the right vision?
Actually, form of God is not according to one's own perception. In the sense, like what one thinks in the mind, or what one imagines. It is not imagination. It is what Krishna tells in. What Krishna gave about his form in Shastras. That is the form of God. So everything, the different details of form of God, form of Lord Vishnu, everything is very clearly mentioned in Shastras. And Srimad Bhagavatam very clearly tells how the form of God is. Everything is there.
So
So we have to
I'm
follow
say,
the Shastras. So
okay.
it is
Can
not
you
like
provide us one form of God? I mean, say, can you provide us like what is that was told in
Srimad Bhagavatam.
Bhagavatam, like Srimad Bhagavatam, like
Srimad Bhagavatam,
how
like
the
one of the form, in third canto, ninth chapter, yeah, ninth or tenth chapter. So there, Lord Brahma gives very clear, third canto, eighth chapter. Very clearly, he tells about the form of Lord Vishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu. So first, actually, what happens is Brahmaji, when he was created, he tries to find out his origin. He finds complete darkness everywhere. He could not see anything, but he just hears the word tapa, tapa,
tap, tapa tapam, yeah,
and then he
ha.
starts doing severe austerities for thousands of years, and then he gets revelation of form of God, Mahavishnu. Garbhodaksha Vishnu. So,
Uh-huh.
and the entire description of Garbhodaksha Vishnu is so amazingly described in third canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. So, Srimad Bhagavatam, you can find all the details of form of Vishnu, form of Krishna, form of Varahadev, form of Narsimhadev. Uh, so amazingly, everything is clearly mentioned. So the point is, we accept Shastras. We don't imagine uh, what it is. The form of God is not like what I think, or what someone else thinks. And, sometimes there is an argument people give that because we are human beings, we think that form of God is like human being. Like that, they give an argument. But actually, it is not that. Bible says very clearly that man is made in the image of God.
Hmm.
Getting the point, right?
Hmm.
Man is made in the image
Hmm.
of God. It is not. The point. What the statement means is,
He
um,
will be like us. God
God
is
is
like us.
no. We are like
Uh-huh.
God.
I mean, say that's what. So we are like God. That
Uh,
means God will also be like us only. I would say if we
the first point is God is already existing, and
huh,
man is made similar to God. That is the point. So
okay.
and then the second point comes. So it is not that because I am a human, I am thinking God also as similar to human. It is not that. Or some people, uh, they they just imagine whatever comes to their mind. They just think that this cat is also God, and all these different crazy things. This dog is also God. You are God. I'm God. That these are all crazy conceptions actually. The right conception is God. The description of God and everything is already been given in Srimad Bhagavatam very clearly. And one more point is, uh, sometimes people also cheat in this way that I'm Kalki Avatar. He's all these cheatings that that keep going on. So most important thing is the time at which Kalki Avatar appears is already been very clearly been mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam. So if one knows this law book of Srimad Bhagavatam, one will not get cheated by this people. So that's why Srimad Bhagavatam is very important to be known, actually, to be distributed, so that people become educated. So because people are innocent, many people, I mean, like, what do you call, there are cheaters who take advantage of innocency of people, and they just misguide them actually. So many people. So that's why one of, the one of our very powerful acharyas, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, is guru of Srila Prabhupada. So he tells he tells that this world is full of cheaters and cheated. So this world is full of cheaters and cheated. So, so there are so many false so-called people who represent religion and all, and there are those people who want God in a very cheap way. They don't want to follow regulative principles properly, and they want something cheap. They don't want the right method of practice, and that's it. They go there and they get trapped. So cheaters and so the point is, the form of God is very clearly been given in Shastras. Very clearly, there is a description of how the form of God is like that. I think I have to switch the host, right? Maybe it seems there is only 10 minutes remaining. It is fine. I'll just try out by switching on to someone. Actually, we just started. Okay, okay. 40 minutes.